Hi, this is Gen X Crypto, and I'm here to bring some crypto news to you that nobody's really talking about. Everyone's ignoring, and I think that people might be surprised on what coins are going to be the biggest movers because there are things that are affecting crypto that have not affected crypto before. Things are going to be very different. And here's what I mean. Crypto has entered the world of, well, the global economic currency politics. And yes, I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas. Um, and I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you because, yeah, it's just so different and not what we expect. Here we go. So this is from what Chairman Powell said, and let's listen to this.
Thank you, Julie Hyman. There are three things that stood out to me from this press conference. First, the Fed chair wanting to say as little as possible on the election outcome and the impact on the economy and what it means for the path for monetary policy going forward. He says in the near term, the election has no impact on the path for monetary policy. Looking farther out.
So, what that is saying right there is that in the short term, whatever Trump thinks, whatever he wants, is going to have little impact on what the Fed is going to do or decide not to do. If he doesn't like them printing more money or something like, they don't care. He's not going to have the influence over them, or hardly any.
He says there's just too much uncertainty. When these policies start to take shape, then the Fed will begin to model those and take them into consideration with other factors that impact the economy. He says this is just one of the factors that impact the economic outlook. Now, the Fed chair.
So, yeah, I mean, is this even later on? You know, they're in charge. Whatever Trump does, what he wants to do, it doesn't matter on whether they print more money or not. He's not going to be able to stop them from printing money.
Was pressed on whether President-elect Trump tried to fire him if he would leave. Fed Chair Powell simply responding no. When pressed again whether the president has the authority to do so, he says it's not permitted under the law. We know under the Federal Reserve Act that the president would need just cause to fire a Fed chair, and just cause typically is defined as malfeasance, which is probably not something that is germane in this situation. Secondly, I would just say that the Fed chair did not want to show his hand at all on December and whether.
Okay, so what else she's saying here is that more or less, Chairman Powell is not afraid of Trump, right? His attitude is, I'm not afraid of you. You can't do anything to me. You can't remove me. You don't like what I've done in the past. I don't care. I'm really probably not going to change what I'm going to do in the past. I don't have to listen to you. I have friends in the other party or whatever. And people, this is part of the bigger global money politics regime right here. And this is what I mean when crypto is entering onto this stage. And here's how. So we know that, well, Trump is going full degen, his own. He's launching a stable coin. Well, what does a stable coin mean? A stable coin means DeFi, decentralized finance. And there is no crypto play that is more degen than decentralized finance. Yeah, we'll just say that. So he's full on. He's full on into the crypto now. The other thing is that he's actually going to put a person who is going to be working with crypto, in charge of what's going to be happening with crypto, and he's going to get someone who's crypto friendly. Charles Hoskinson said, "I don't want the job," maybe because he's too busy with Ada. But Charles, Brian Armstrong might be a good choice. I'm not sure. Armstrong has done things sometimes that makes me go, what? So I'm not sure whether I think he's a good choice or not, and I don't quite understand his thinking behind that. The other thing here is one of the big things. This is the big thing I think that is really going to change what Bitcoin, what cryptos, what altcoins, so-called altcoins, are going to be the big movers and shakers. Trump wants to give the cryptos, the blockchains that are supposedly, lack of a better way of saying it, made in America, a better chance, at least in the United States. With gains tax, crypto gains tax. So we already know that he has basically said Bitcoin is automatically in. But he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything about Ethereum, because Ethereum's headquarters is not in the United States. So what coins are headquartered in the United States? Cardano is headquartered in the United States. Solana, and DAG, or Constellation. So far, I think there's actually more than these, but I think these are probably the most recognizable. And I think that as people realize this is going to be a thing, then we're going to see more stepping forward. So I really do believe these are going to be the winners, because if Trump is really what's making this economy boom like it's never boomed before, then he's going to be able to choose what coins are going to boom the most. And this is what we see. And why is he doing this? Well, again, we're going back to the Federal Reserve. What is the Federal Reserve doing? The Federal Reserve is working, or has been playing around with suggesting a CBDC in the past. Everyone wonders whether it's going to happen or not, whether it's going to launch. But Trump has basically said he does not want a CBDC, and especially since he's gone full on Degen with his own stablecoin, he's not going to want a CBDC. But however, here is one of the most surprising things. With all of this saying, when everyone's talking about how it's not according to freedom, you go here to the tracker, tracks all the CBDCs, whether they're still in development, and guess what? The one for the United States is still in development. The United States, we're still in development for both retail and wholesale, right? So how can we stop this? And this has to go with the whole World Bank moving and all the other countries that are putting out a CBDC, and we don't want to be left behind. Well, if you give other blockchains, especially the ones in the United States, headquartered here, so-called American-made blockchains, special preference over all the others, then how is a CBDC going to be able to compete with this? Plus, he's launching his own stablecoin project, and he doesn't want a CBDC to compete with it. I don't know what he is going to plan to do with the dollar, and what his big plans are for the U.S. dollar. But the way it is now, you've got to do something to save it. I have no idea what his plans are. But my major point behind all of this is that this is going to be the big winners. And this is what's going to determine the big winners of the crypto bull run. What coins can be considered made in America? And I don't think it's going to necessarily be the meme coins, unless those meme coins are made in America. So we'll have to see here. Maybe I'm right. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, please let me know. Give this a like. And I'm going to do more videos like this. besides just gaming videos, because I think this is more relevant. I've been watching and deciding on what to do, and this just seems to be a little bit more relevant to what is happening in this world besides just gaming. All right, thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.